a what?
A VOD.
What's a VOD?
So if someone finds this on YouTube, they can just click back and watch the VOD and from the beginning. So
What does that mean?
do your own thing. I was just bringing it up so talk as soon as the stream starts or something. Even if you're talking to yourself, talk when the stream starts. Notification phone,
Finally. Here's the only weird thing about talking in that first 2 minutes. It's like you talk and then once you're actually live, you repeat yourself, so it's kind of goofy. But hello. So Jordan and I are live in Indiana. We're in Bloomington, Indiana, of all places.
unfortunately.
We are out here in Indiana helping our northern office. We have 2 offices in Indiana, one down in Evansville and one up by Newbury. So we're up here in Bloomington this week. And currently we are en route to a jump start call just east of here. So I figured I'll bring you guys with us as long as we have signal. How are you guys doing? Let's see, where's my live chat? Hey Chuck, hey Andy, hey Jonathan, hey Tim. Thank you. There we go. Used to boat at Lake Monroe when I was a kid. I don't even know where that is. We're still getting used to the area. We did a little exploring this morning. This is our 3rd call today out here in Bloomington area. So we're excited about that. We are now in 6 states, believe it or not. We have coverage down in Georgia, Tennessee, Indiana, Missouri, and Kansas.
Popular.
Hey Brittany from Northeast Kentucky, Northeastern Kentucky. Shout out Northeastern Kentucky. Louisville. Actually, I don't know if that's Louisville.
Northeast.
Cincinnati, Ohio. Waving from Missouri. Hope you guys are doing good today. When will you cover Wisconsin? It'll probably be a little while, to be honest with you. We're working really fast to try to cover as many states as we can, but it is a lot of work. St. Charles, Missouri. We almost opened up an office in St. Charles. We just didn't quite have everything we needed to get it open. So we've got our eyes on St. Louis. We cover about, what do you think, about 20% of Indiana right now, to be conservative?
Including this office and our office down by Evansville, I would say about 20-ish%. We cover about 20% of here. If we can make sure that it stays up and running, I would definitely say 20%. Keyword, if we can keep it running.
There we go. Yeah, we cover about 20% of basically anything like from Indianapolis to Terre Haute, however you say it. And then pretty much south, that whole southwest corner. Just probably, our line's like 30 minutes outside of Indianapolis and just south of Terre Haute. So we're excited. We're definitely growing.
I'm so excited.
I can't hide it.
I'm so excited.
Lake Monroe is in Bloomington. Really? I'm gonna have to look that up.
If there's a hiking trail there, I will probably be there tomorrow.
Yeah, you guys know any good hiking trails in the area? We're gonna be here for 7 days total. We've been here for a couple days already, but we'll be here for 5 more days exploring the area. So we're definitely up for exploring things in between calls. Guy looked like he was gonna hit us.
Oh, we gotta get over.
Welcome to Indiana. Thank you, Alex. Oh, we got a fire vehicle. One thing, we've had a lot of like emergency calls over the last couple days up here. It just seems like a constant thing. Something going on.
Yeah, all I saw or heard was like the wah wah, and I looked behind me and all I saw was red lights approach, and I went, did I fuck up? No, I didn't. Unfortunately, I got such a heavy foot. Sometimes I have to look down just to verify that it's not me. I'm not the problem.
Yeah, so right now we're en route to Freedom, Indiana. First time I've ever heard that city.
I hear it smells like freedom.
We got a vehicle that is disabled, needs a jump start. Looks like it's going to be a 2013 Ford Fusion. So we're en route to that call right now. Oh God, guys. So I got to tell you guys about this. So we got the coolest vehicle, and I'm going to have to post it on social today. On our way up here, when we were passing Effingham, yeah, it was Effingham because we had just passed the Flying J up in Illinois. We got a call for a lockout, and it was on a 1982 DeLorean. Like, it was signed by Michael J. Fox. It was the coolest thing ever. We couldn't get into it. It was locked up tighter than Fort Knox, but it was just crazy. So we got a lot of photos from that.
I also want to put in a correction. It's not the fact we couldn't get into it. It's the fact that someone else already tried to get into the car, and I think they damaged one of the pins for the butterfly doors. So I think they damaged one of the pins, and so we didn't want to go through that part of the door. Someone else already tried to, because I didn't want to be, you know, the cause of any damage. So we went on the passenger side, and I don't know how this guy fit his airbags in there. We could not get the airbags in there without causing damage. I want to make sure that's clearly stated. I could have it in, but without causing any damage, it wasn't worth it. But the customer respectfully, you know, accepted that, and he was like, okay, I appreciate you not going further, but yeah, we could have, but I don't feel like paying thousands of dollars because I scratched or ruined someone's precious vehicle.
Yeah, your pivot, your hook points where the door attaches to the vehicle and locks, it's totally different in the DeLorean because of the doors folding down. And so yeah, we absolutely could have got into it, but we would have been like, it's weird, they have this bar on it, like the door locks like way up high, like the keyhole's down below, and then the actual spot where it latches like up high, and then there's this like rod that connects through. So if you put your airbags in too tight, you can really get in without risking damaging a one in a kind, literally signed DeLorean. I mean, the car was awesome. So what's going on with the truck? We do not have the semi truck anymore. We've released all of that on social media and what happened with that, but we are 100% running with Road Rescue. So like I said, we're in 6 states now. We have U.S. Road Rescue, which is our national division. We only have a couple of accounts that we run on that, so it's not as busy as our local office. We have Midwest Road Rescue, which is our full services locally, where we have an actual office, and you know, we can get on Google and we offer a full range of services. And then we have U.S. Road Rescue, which is we utilize one motor club that's national, and we don't get quite as many calls on it, but we are coast to coast on that, so I'm excited. But yeah, so no more trucking. We are completely all in on the roadside assistance.
definitely still need our CDLs.
Oh yeah, we're definitely going to need the CDLs because we are looking at tow trucks. We just got to get a couple more service vehicle, at least one more service vehicle before we decide to add a tow truck. So, but I will say, if any of you guys are thinking of going to the tow show down in Las Vegas, Nevada, I believe it's April 30th through May 2nd. We are trying to book something so we can get out there and maybe bring this pink vehicle with us and put her in the I think they call it a pageant for the tow vehicles and service vehicles. So we're going to try to get her in, and we're hoping to be there in Las Vegas, which will be very exciting. Oh, I didn't tell you guys either. We just expanded Midwest down to Southwest Missouri as well. So we're covering Joplin, Neosho. We have a dedicated road tech that runs out there. So it's pretty exciting. But we would absolutely love to come to Nevada. Like I said, I'm excited to be coast to coast, but when it comes to Roadside, I mean, any business, you have to take your time growing the business. Because one thing that we've learned is the faster we try to expand and add areas, the more liability we take on, the more working capital that you need to stabilize the business. So, I mean, it's like building a house. If you think about it, you know, if you don't build the foundation properly, and then, you know, all it takes is water or erosion and the whole house will collapse. So we got to take our time to make sure the foundation's right so that we can, you know, scale the thing coast to coast. Brittany, did you go to Matt's trucking show? No, we don't have a truck to go to the trucking show. So from now on, it's going to be tow shows. We're going to be in the tow shows.
Well, and car shows, I mean.
And car shows. Yeah, we'll do car shows.
I'll say, I mean, there's still a thing of enjoying to go out and see stuff.
Yeah, definitely. We're all in on the shows. It's just, we're not in the trucking business anymore. So the only thing we would be doing with CDLs would be, you know, when we get a tow truck.
Yeah, with how busy the schedule is now, there's have to manage time properly, and if you manage it to go to every truck show, car show, tow show, everything else, you're not gonna ever have time. So gotta manage what shows we can and can't go to. Bill Cosby Show.
Ahmed says he's from Saudi Arabia. Says hello. Hello, hello. Unfortunately, to answer your question, we get a lot of people wanting to apply from overseas. And trust me, I'm all in for it. I have no problem with it. The issue we have is we're required to run U.S. background checks going back like 7 years. And so, unless you're already here in the United States and, you know, have established background that we can run, we can't add you to the system. Our motor clubs will not allow that. So that is the only reason we don't do that. Are you at the People's Convoy with the Stone? No. If you guys look at, I don't know if you guys have seen our YouTube channel recently, but a lot of shit has happened and we do not have the semi-truck. So we own the Roadside business now and we're hoping to get a pink tow truck. But other than that, we just have the pink SUV and we are driving around the country opening up offices for Midwest Road Rescue. So
trucking business is a ton of fun, but if you don't get out of trucking sooner than later, you're going to be 85 years old and still trucking with a bad back.
honestly, I like this more than I do the truck. Just because I liked driving the truck, but you're so limited in the semi-truck. And you deal with so much CRAP when it comes to trucking companies and shippers and receivers. Hey, look, pig. Got a pink pig.
Aren't all pigs pink by classifications?
That's the best thing ever. I love that. Huh? Pink SUV and a pink pig. Only here in Bloomington, y'all. Y'all, yuns.
Don't even act like you're from the country.
I'm from the sticks.
You're from Missouri.
I grew up in the sticks.
You're from Kansas, Missouri, whatever. Kansas, Missouri is not sticks. It's shrubs. Shrubs and dirt.
Thank you, Ahmed.
Now, sir,
Yeah, no, I don't need we don't need a truck to go to a truck show, but the thing.
Also, there's like 2 McDonald's in this town.
They like their McDonald's. A lot of dead zones in Indiana. Yeah, what the hell, T-Mobile? Come on now. We need more towers here in Indiana. But yeah, no, it's nothing. I mean, there's just different cultures. You know, you've got the whole trucking culture, and you know, we support it. We've done it for 11 plus years in the semi-truck, going to truck shows and having a truck, and just at the end of it, just so tired of the BS in the industry, and it was time to get out. So, but and they're towing Roadside. I mean, you have a whole different culture. You have tow shows, they call them, across the country, just like the truck shows. And so there's so much to keep you busy in this side of the industry that we're going to focus on this, because it's like, we go to a truck show, it's like, it's cool, you know, but at the same time, it's like, so where's your truck? Well, we don't have one. Oh, you're not a trucker? No, used to be. Really? You know, it's just,
why don't you have it anymore? It's like,
right, why don't you have it anymore? Well, we do towing and Roadside. What are you doing here at a truck show? So it's just a different culture. It's nothing personal. But we are enjoying it. I mean, I'm having a blast. You know, we're free to travel the country and provide jobs for people. We have like, I lost count at like 20. I think we have 20 people working for us on payroll. So super excited about that. I mean, we're providing a lot of jobs, and it's going to go into the hundreds with this business. So we're really excited. It makes me feel good. You know, we're trying to provide an opportunity similar to truck driving as far as like the salaries go. You know, where else can you make, you know, the amount of money you can make as a truck driver and still be home around your family? And that's what we're really trying to focus on with this company. Let's see, Joe's Trucking, and how do you say that? Luthery? I'm sorry, I'm butchering that. Thank you for the super chat. I still can't believe after all your hard work to keep the truck, you still gave it up. Yeah, here's the problem. I mean, to let you know, here's the problem. We didn't have an issue with the trucking company that refinanced the truck with us. The problem was they didn't want us doing anything with towing and Roadside. So our whole business, so they wanted us to stop what we're doing in the truck or in the Roadside vehicle, and then go hop in the semi and go trucking for a few weeks. And it's just like, that's not what we do. You know, I've got a growing business. Hell, I work like probably between 50 and 70 hours a week just managing this business alone. You know, the hiring, the HR, the payroll, I do all of it. So plus I'm out helping establish new offices, so we stay really busy. And so we had offered to use the truck for Roadside. That way we could incorporate it with what we're doing with the business, and maybe do some rescue loads, stuff like that. They didn't want, as long as the truck was under their authority, they didn't want it. And to get our own authority, we were quoted over 10 grand by the time we paid for all the insurance. Plus we'd have to put up another probably 5 to 10 grand for the towing side. Then we'd need to put up another 50 grand to get adapters to even do the towing. So it was just, it wasn't feasible. And I don't have any tow experience when it comes to big, trucks. So the most I have is winch experience. So I can winch, I can hook up a snatch block, I can get a vehicle, that's over a ravine or whatever. I can sneak them through trees and, do all that, but I don't have the tow experience. And one of the worst things you can do in business is get into something that you don't fully understand. So that's something I would really, recommend you avoid as an entrepreneur. Either get under somebody else or find a mentor that you can learn from first, so that I mean, it was what's his name, that investor guy, not Bill Gates, shoot, I don't remember his name. Anyway, Buffett. Even he wouldn't invest in anything that he didn't understand, even if it was a good investment, because of that principle. It's like, don't put all your money and eggs into something you don't understand. That's why we didn't do it. So Roadside, we do have a basic understanding of. I come from law enforcement, fire rescue. The whole family has a background in that. And so for us, we've changed tires, we've done lockouts, we've dealt with the public. It's right up our alley to do this sort of thing. So it just didn't make any sense to keep the semi truck when we didn't have the experience, if that makes sense. It makes more sense to do this, grow this business, and then when we get the revenue up where we want it, we can start adding the big semi trucks, and we'll have, at that time, we'll buy the ones that are meant to tow. Give you a clearer image. One thing I will say, it's absolutely beautiful out here in Indiana. I have 15 years experience owning and operating a towing service. That's awesome, RJ.
Wow.
That is awesome. You gonna be at the tow show in Las Vegas, Nevada, coming up in end of April, starting in May. Morning, Brittany from New Zealand. That YouTube kid. Hey, I recognize you. Thank you. Good morning. It is 6:20 a.m. over there. Or sweet, it's 6:20. Is that a.m. or p.m.? You guys should be ahead of us, right? That should be p.m. Yeah, I was going to say, if any of you guys want to apply with U.S. Road Rescue, which is coast to coast, shoot us an email. You can find my email in the About section on the YouTube page. And just shoot me an email, ask for an application. I'd be glad to get you one. We are hiring coast to coast. But like I said, our national account doesn't run as much volume. So it's something that isn't as much a full-time job as it is, fill-in work, unfortunately. Our local jobs, though, we are looking for people here in Bloomington, Indiana, Evansville, Indiana, right now. So if you're in those areas, definitely apply. We have our main accounts here, and we have multiple accounts. So, holy mackerel, doggy. Somebody's got their dog loose. Brittany, if you need any help or assistance starting a towing service, let me know. Yeah, RJ, shoot me an email. You can go to the About section of YouTube and find it, or just email info@midwestroadrescue.com. That's midwestroadrescue.com. And shoot me an email. I'd like to stay in touch. Also, we are working with other companies in different areas we go into. So there's one company that we've got a business-to-business contract with that, you know, we work together on calls and help each other out. So we're definitely all about, you know, helping each other out in the industry.
We are 2 miles away.
I've actually had pretty good service for being out here in the
I do not know how. I could not keep it on the way back. So maybe on the way back is when it's gonna drop in and out. But yeah, on the way back it was so spotty. I just wish it wasn't as windy. And you said all the tornadoes and stuff like that's going up towards the northeast.
Yeah, they're showing the tornado risk like northeast of Indianapolis and heading into Michigan today. We're still in the marginal severe weather area for straight line winds.
Okay. I can tell. When you have to drive crooked to go straight, yeah, that's a good tall tale sign. At least also being able to see the road today is very, very nice. Driving through this morning at 4 o'clock, just hoping a deer did not just jump out in front of you. That apparently is a big deal here.
Yeah, we really need to get a brush guard on this one.
I bet you what's going to happen is before we get a brush guard, or right when we purchase a brush guard, then we're going to end up hitting a deer or something stupid.
Right?
So we're going to have it in the mail or have it on the way, and then we're going to end up hitting something.
Probably. Welcome to freedom, established in 1834.
Smells like freedom. Okay, what the fuck? What's the vehicle? I mean, fudge. A Ford Fusion.
It's going to be a 2013 Ford Fusion gray in color. Is what we're looking for right now. Thank you for that super chat. By the way, guys, any of the super chats, we'll donate 10% of the super chats to breast cancer research. Cancer research in general, not just breast cancer.
Puppers. More puppers. Oh, I guess it's this car right here.
Oh, nice. I think we found it.
Looks like security or fire department.
Looks like it.
How's it going?
Oh, we got another call. Emporia, Kansas. That is not in our area. Oh, there it is. I'll hand it to you. God, that one's heavy, isn't it?
At the
Tester.
I want to try to hook it on point. Cool, dude. Okay, let me go ahead and mark a few things, get it cleared out.
So that latch was goofy. It wasn't a normal latch in like the middle. It was like way on the side and it was yellow. It was like a little slide. I almost didn't get it. Oh, one to dispatch. Yeah, just FYI, myself and O2 will still be on duty out here in the Bloomington, Indiana area. What do you say?
Roger that.
Okay. Couldn't hear him.
Roger that was a little bit of that rat.
Yeah, we're fortunate to have a couple of different dispatchers now working for us, and we have that we have a radio system. So our radio system reaches anywhere, which is great. I mean, we can radio Kansas City dispatch, we can radio Indiana dispatch. So we got a pretty cool setup.
Pretty cool, pretty chill, pretty cool.
So it looks like Kansas City has still got 2 active calls out that way. So finally getting some calls. It's been slow this week. We had a slow start, and then all of a sudden today we had like 5 missed calls in Indiana. We've completed 3 calls ourselves out here. I think Evansville's had 2 calls, and then Kansas City's had 3 or 4 calls this morning as well. So we've been staying busy, which is what I like.
That's what I like. We came the whole way up here. From here to Kansas is about an 8-hour drive, so you know what? I'm pretty happy to stay busy.
100%. Hey, A-Rod. Shout out from Michigan, he says.
Michigan.
Nino. Tell people to stay away from Fords. I know, right?
Best advice you can ever give somebody.
Hello from New Jersey. Joyzy. Ohio. Suzanne in Ohio.
Ohio.
You're awesome in what you do, says Grandpa. Thank you so much, Grandpa.
I like Daddy better. But...
Great to see you guys. The View Chaser. Okay, let me get back to the super chat because unfortunately I bypassed you. There you go. Avoid the Baltimore area for the foreseeable future. Major traffic delays due to bridge collapse. I saw that. So walking out of the hotel headed to this call, I saw like and so a bridge collapsed. That is insane. You missed my last super chat. I think I just addressed it, didn't I? I think the feed's catching up. Thanks, Larry.
Turkeys. Or vultures, one of them.
I appreciate that, Ahmed. I hope things are going well over where you're at. So, yeah, other than that, we're just heading back to, yeah, I had a lag. That's what I thought. Yeah, we're just heading back to the hotel right now in Bloomington, and then we're on standby for calls. Right now, we are 24/7 out here for calls. So, Grandpa, it's talking to my grandpa. Hey, Hey. That's literally the only name on YouTube, Grandpa. But so, what route are you?
quick and easy as a jump start. Also, it was showing perfectly fine. Battery was...
Cross down I-69 towards Louisville.
Could be better. Oh, those are some raindrops.
L, because I can't pronounce the name, it says they're heading up that way too after current delivery in Springfield, Missouri. Awesome, awesome.
Keep your eyes open for a pink SUV.
Yeah, you can't miss us.
Because we'll be going to
We get so many.
soon.
Yeah, we get so many honks. Like, it's crazy. I just haven't had a chance to edit all of the recent honks, but one thing I will say about this job, it's really nice. Like, you guys saw, we were, that call for like 5 minutes maybe, with a good jumper box. Now, the jumper box is expensive. We paid $400, I think.
That one was $500. The smaller
500
one is $400, but they do 24 volts.
Yeah, it can do 12, 24 volts, so we can jump semi trucks with it, which is great. Big RVs, we get a lot of calls for. But $500. But after we made that investment, I mean, you get on a call like that, you know, that call may pay $50, and it's a 5 minutes of work. Go pop the hood, hook it up, tell them to start the car, they're good. And we've got a little battery tester that we can test it for them as a courtesy. And I mean, it's like anything in emergency services. You could have it. Some days it's the easiest job in the world, and you're like coming home making hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and you're like, that was a cakewalk. I'm literally driving around saying hi to people, helping them out, and making bank. And then other days it's like hell. You know, it's cold, it's rainy, you're soaked, you're having problems, you're out for hours on a call. So it just kind of hit and miss. But I mean, in general, I love the job.
Where you end up getting one thing after another. You get what's supposed to be a tire change, but before you can do the tire change, you have to do a lockout because he locked his keys in the car trying to change his tire. So then you have to do the lockout, then you help with the tire change. Tire won't come off, beat the hell out of it for an hour, then get the tire off, put the new one on, put it back in, then the vehicle needs jumped, but the battery's shot or the alternator's shot, and then you help this. You can have days where you're at one call for 3 hours and you're just like, I don't want to be here anymore. But you're polite to the customer, you're always nice, being like, oh yeah, it's not a problem. On the inside, you're slowly dying because you beat the hell out of a tire for an hour, worried about damaging the vehicle every time you sit there and swing it. And yeah, it's just, some days you just sit there and you go, man, I just want to go home. Go home, eat a Klondike bar, become fat again. Klondike bar is so good. Look how upset I get. I'm amazed you have service. I'm not joking. I drove through here this morning, had music going. I was like, yeah, it's all in my head. Okay. Trying to listen to some Limp Bizkit. I mean, Limpy Service. Thank you.
Yeah, here's the trucks we have on right now. We actually have one that's not showing up, but as you can see, I mean, we have coverage different areas of the country now, which is exciting. So, and this is actually a slow day. We don't have a whole lot of people on today. Normally we'd have a few more on duty. But once again, if you guys know anybody in the Evansville, Indiana, or Bloomington, Terre Haute, even, Indiana, let us know if you want to join the team, because we are looking for full-timers out here.
It's raining.
Looks like we are going to get some rain.
I thought you said the storms were leaving us.
We're in a marginal risk for severe weather, so we may still end up getting something. what to your big truck? Rewind the tape. Rewind the live stream. We've had a lot of questions about that. Just go to the YouTube page and you guys can see the update. By the way, I will say if you guys join the fan membership on YouTube, you can actually listen in to our dispatch radios. So you can listen 24/7 and hear what we're up to. So we now have radio communication with all of our team. So it's pretty cool. So are we back in Bloomington already?
No. We have to go through the back roads still. This is our last town before Bloomington. We are 15 miles away, about 22 minutes. You know, compared to Kansas, there's not many like cool design cars. Like in Kansas, you have all these people riding around with their trucks with weird Hot Wheels flames and, you know, vehicles with ducks on the front of it and, you know, all this stuff. Here, it's like we have white, we have black, we have red, we have blue, we have green, and different variations of it. Every now and then we have a decent car. I wonder if the taxes for vehicles.
Go ahead. You shall be clear on this AAA call.
It's every time he's like getting ready to go do something, or like getting like, mine was so delayed. Anytime like he goes to sit there and like get on something, it sounds like he's a program running to the computer. I'm on it.
It does.
It said dispatch answered 05, but he didn't answer 08. There we go.
One to dispatch. 08's trying to get a hold of you. Good morning to New Zealand. Oxford, North Canterbury. 102 miles?
That means she's about 90 minutes out.
Honestly, I don't do we cancel this call with recently being business?
One dispatch, stand by.
Yeah, we have 05 that said he has a medical thing to take care of.
Stand by.
We have 05 that said he has a medical thing to take care of. 03 doesn't come on until 4 o'clock our time. 07's too far away. I mean, 08 is the only one that would be close to Emporia, Kansas. So,
Problem is, it's going to hurt our score.
I definitely agree, but they are allowed to deny.
So, do we not have anybody available in the Kansas City area then? I thought that was Kitterman. I thought Kitterman was calling the medical thing.
He could have been. I was too focused on driving, but if we do have 05, maybe 05 can take care of that. It's still heavy miles and it's still heavy distance. Where does it show 05 on the map at? If he's by 35 highway, he'll at least get better gas mileage.
Oh God, she's all the way over in Lawrence.
And where's 05? I would try to have 05 take care of it then. And then we will just boost 05's percentages on that call so it can take care of.
Dispatch 05. What do you want to do? Give him like 80% on that one?
I would give him 80%. That at least will help pay for his gas.
Okay. Let's do that.
Oh, 05, go ahead.
Yeah, 05, if we reassign this Emporia call to you and give you 80%, would you be able to take that call?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
10-4, 08, did you copy that direct?
Try to help each other.
Not a problem, happy to help.
I would put some notes in tow book so you remember.
We're not. I'll go ahead and reassign.
I would put some notes in tow book
10-4, thank you, dispatch.
so when you're doing the billing, you remember who is actually completing the call at what percentages.
Yeah, so what we had is, we had an Emporia call. We cover all of Northeast Kansas. It takes like 2.5 hours to get from one end to the other of our call area. And you can kind of see, maybe, yeah, you can see how far, like, distance it was from Teresa. We have Chad, the CB there. But Teresa is, it's a lot of gas money to get all the way out there. And so, unfortunately, we're trying to hire somebody in Emporia, and we just didn't have anybody out that direction. So I offered Chad. 10-4, thank you, dispatch. So in a case like that we don't have anybody, and it's the road techs use their own vehicles and own fuel, so.
Oh, fuck, dispatch. I'm just letting you know I haven't yet got that in tow book yet.
I see it right here. He's dispatched.
It might be Chad's in then. Because we can see it over here, so I don't think it's...
Okay, oh, fine. Let me know once you get it. I'm ready to send it over.
Break 01 to 05. You might refresh, close, reopen tow book. So what we're trying to do in a case like this is make an executive decision. Normally road techs get 50%, and if their performance is well, they can get up to 60%, which is very good. That's much higher than our competition. I think our highest that I've seen is 40, 45%.
10-4, I came on there now, thank you.
Woohoo! 10-4. 10-4. So we're offering to give them 80% to take this one call because it's so far and it's going to cost them a lot of gas money. So we do try to be reasonable with the road techs, and because I'll tell you what we run into. So we have different offices. We have the Emporia office. It's actually Linden, but it's for the Emporia area. And then we have one up in Kansas City. And each office has individual stats. So if we get a call for the zip code surrounding Emporia, for instance, like this call is, and we miss too many of those calls and don't handle them, then our problem is our stats take a nosedive. And our stats not only hurt that office, but they hurt our company-wide average. So our job in management is we have to find a way to be able to make sure all the calls get handled in all the areas so that all of the office stats stay up. So it's better to lose money short term trying to keep our stats up than it is to try to save a few bucks and then our stats drop. Because what ends up happening, our stats drop, company-wide they reduce. There's an algorithm that these motor clubs use, and they will reduce our call volume. So, you know, that could be to ignore a call that might give us, you know, a $30 profit. And it's like, well, you know, who cares? It's just 30 bucks. Yeah, but you're not thinking if you turn down that call and your stats drop, if they drop your calls company-wide because of low stats, that could cost your company $1,000 in profit. And so I have to sit here and calculate that in my mind and go, I'm guessing this guy's just delivering. Got a guy blocking a lane. Yeah, it looks like a delivery. So I got to constantly think of those things. You know, it's like, it's not $30 that we would lose not taking this call. This call's worth $1,000 to me because we need to keep our stats up, if that makes sense. So there's definitely a lot of things to learn, you know, in this type of business. Hey, Anthony. Are you guys from Indiana or just hanging out? Keeping on. David in Warsaw, Indiana. So we opened up 2 offices out here in Indiana. We're based out of Kansas City. But we're up here staying in Bloomington, Indiana until the weekend. Holy shit!
Basketball flew in the road. I was trying to safely avoid it, but
now other cars are missing it. Talk about the obstacles today. Dogs, trucks, basketballs.
Jinx, you owe me a pack of gummy bears.
Deal. I'll be stealing your gummies.
No.
Rest in peace, basketball.
No, here's the thing. We ran over that basketball, even though I was trying to safely avoid it without obviously colliding to the cars beside me. We hit it, and it bounced back.
It did.
Continued to bounce.
It came back.
That ball is still kicking. That's like a Michael J. whoever that guy is, ball.
Michael Jordan?
I've heard it both ways. I don't. Listen, I've been up since 4 o'clock. Well, technicality 2, but I did take a nap. But I've been up since 4. I don't
Only you would
it.
manage to do that, Jordan. Says CJ the Lone Wolf.
What? Miss a fucking basketball? I somehow run it over.
Never a dull moment.
I'm over here just trying to.
So we're just out here in Bloomington, Indiana, dodging basketballs, and we'll be here for another 5 days. So if you guys are around, definitely you won't miss us. We're in the pink SUV, running calls. So we're here trying to help get our stats up for this Newberry office, which covers Bloomington, Newberry, all the way up close to Terre Haute,
Hooters.
So yeah, that's what we're doing out here in Indiana, and then we'll go back to our base in Kansas City until we open our next office. So we have some other offices we're planning to open next month, so we're excited about that.
Also excited about getting more content out. That's when you say, yeah, well, we're trying to release more content.
Yeah, by the way, we are working on content. We almost have a few, we have a few more videos that we're going to be getting out for you guys. So we have so much footage of like crazy stuff we've been running into out here on the road. Like the lockout with the DeLorean that was signed by Michael J. Fox from Back to the Future. And then we had the guy that passed out the wheel blocking traffic, who turned out to be a hit and run and tried to take off from the scene. We just have so many like clips. So we're going to be posting a lot more on social media now. We're getting more organized. So you should see a lot more content coming out. We're trying to do more of these live streams when we're out in the field running calls. So bring you along with us so you can see what we do. And also I think it's cool for like those interested in possibly becoming a road tech, you know, or doing like we did with the company, because you get to see what a call's like, you know, what type of thing that we actually do out here and how much money could be made at it. And it's actually a really good job.
I just wish there was a way to make it more portable for the live stream without putting a camera in somebody's face.
What is that black thing on the hood? So that's a low profile 2-meter antenna for ham radio. That is what that is.
Trash can in the road.
There's a trash can in the road. It's basketball, trash can, truck, dog. I'm telling you what, you should have seen it in Illinois, y'all. It was insane. So we're on this road. We're on I-70. That's our first problem, right? It says right lane closed, merge left. Or yeah, merge left. And then it says sign next to it. Left lane closed, merge right. 2 signs pointing arrows. That was Illinois. We have seen more craziness with the road construction. They're like bass backwards out here. But we are now coming back into Bloomington, Indiana. So I'm going to let you guys go, and we'll bring you live if we're out and about on any more calls.